YouTube, it's done. I know it's been ages, but I am back and I'm so happy to be making videos again. I now travel a lot around the country for my work, and one of the things I know that I've talked about in my previous videos, whether traveling, things to do around London, or studying abroad, organization videos, this kind of brings the two worlds together. Now, this video is on what's in my travel work bag. It's heavy, it's big, but it has everything I need when I'm traveling. So this bag is by Ralph Lauren. It is the Newbury, the 2-zip leather bag, and I'm not a huge has to have all this designer stuff, but what I have found is when you have a work bag, in my opinion, you want something that's higher quality, just because it's going to take a beating and you don't want to have to constantly get new bags because the handles are frayed, or you know, the zipper no longer works or whatever. You can definitely find high quality non-designer bags, but I just really like the way this one looked and the layout of the bag, which I will show you now. Excuse any like lint or anything in the interior. I use this bag. I actually have a flight later on today that I'm using this bag for, so this is real life. So here's what the bag looks like in the inside. As you see here, it has a zipper for a pocket. It also has a key hook, which I think these are really useful, especially when you have a lot going on in your bag, just to be able to know where your keys are at all times. I don't know what type of leather they call this, but it's that really nice kind of textured leather. If you can hear that, it has this really cute detail. I don't know what that's called either, which I think is really nice. It adds something to it. It has a nice long strap, which is good whenever you need to have your hands free. I don't use this too much because it's not all that comfortable because my bag is so heavy, but it's good to have this option. The back is just regular. So again, it has 2 zip pockets that are deep, that go all the way down and are quite wide. They're both the same size. They just zip across, and the zippers actually are nice quality as well. So I know sometimes you get some kind of janky zippers, but this is quite nice. One thing to note, that it has these 2 buttons on the sides that you can snap to make the bag kind of close, I guess you could say. That way it's more secure in the middle. I don't like to have a lot of loose items, so what I've done with this is to consolidate. So I have one larger bag, and then I have a couple of smaller bags inside. They each have different uses, things in them. They're grouped by a bit like categories. I guess I'll start with the smaller of the interior bags. Is like sanitary girly. I got these bags off of Amazon, and I will put the link down below. They were really inexpensive. It was quite a few of them. I love these bags. They're really good quality. They're all different sizes and different colors. And so now that I'm used to this system, I know what the yellow bag is, the pink bag is, and the orange bag is. So really helps just to color coordinate. I'm a very visual person, so I just like to grab something I know what's in it. The second one is a bit like my snack eating. When you're traveling, you want to, drink as much water as possible. I'm horrible at drinking water. I use these like Dasani drops, the pink lemonade. Well, I also do these totally light to go, and they're by 4C. These are really good as well. I got these off of Amazon, and they don't have aspartame in them, so that's that. And then I also have like Justin's almond butter in there, just in case I'm hungry. Like, you never know in the airport when you just need a quick something. And as a hand sanitizer, now I do have a hand sanitizer that I got from like Dollar Tree in here, and it came like a pack of 3. And I like to spread these around, one in my car, one in my work bag stuff, and one in like my regular bag. So with this, I made kind of like my at-home sanitizing spray. So I just filled this mainly with alcohol and a bit of water, and I just spray down like when I go to a hotel, like the toilet seat or the tray table when I'm at on flight. Now I am rarely ever sick, knock on wood. So I use this though when I'm like, I'm just feeling a certain type of way. Okay, so this is another thing that I do. Whenever I'm like in an airport grabbing coffee or anything and I run across like utensils or things that I feel like I may need at some point that may be difficult to find, like I'll get several and then put them in my bag. So what I've done here is, I don't know where I was, but they had these stirrers and I was just like, oh my god, like this isn't like just a regular straw stir. So I just grabbed a few and put them in here because you never know when you'll need to mix something. I also have gum in here. That's a good kind of appetite suppressant. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes, maybe it's too late in the evening and you don't want to eat, so you need to like get your mind off of it, or chug some water. So and then I have some packets of sugar. So that's kind of like my food prep type of bag. For the large bag that those two bags go into, it's kind of just like the miscellaneous bag. So I have my mask and my earplugs because I am a light sleeper. No matter where I am, I have to have these. So one of the things that I do when I'm packing, because I travel so often, is I'll have face masks and earplugs, like different areas. I'll have one here. Obviously I have them in my nightstand, and then I have like regular little bag for when I'm at home and I travel in my handbag. So I'm always prepared when I need to take a nap. I have lip gloss here, lipstick, yeah, nothing too special. And then I always, of course, borrow. No, I don't borrow. I take the hotel lotion if I like the smell. Some of them, the smells aren't too great. A makeup remover wipe, these are provided in the hotel, so I just always take them. A little hairband, again, this is another one I have sprinkled throughout. And then some tissues, because what I do with that is I put food kind of prep bag in there, and then I put the hygiene bag in there. So this contains a lot of what I need. My philosophy with this, I guess, is I don't like to waste a lot of time packing, unpacking, and maybe I'm just lazy, but inefficient. I just like the idea of, okay, I have, maybe 5 items that I know needs to be in my bag before I'm ready to leave the house. So I just make sure that this is always packed. And then when I'm home, what I do is I unpack it and I put it in another bag that's in my closet. So this is in the bag there. And then I have another little mesh bag that is the electronics bag. I actually got from, I think it was Marshall's or TJ Maxx. And as you see, I love these bags. This has been a trial and error because I used to use the grid before I switched to the bags, and I actually really like this. I'm not really sure why I chose to change and do something else, but I think I felt a little limited with the space on these. Once you put your Mac charger and all that kind of stuff, it kind of filled up really quickly, and I felt like I was wasting too much time trying to figure out where to put things rather than saving me time because I could just slip it in. So I think that's the reason why I moved away from that. But I love these things. Like, this is genius. And then it also has a pocket in the back as well. And so I found myself just stuffing a lot of stuff in there, which kind of defeated the purpose of having the grid in the first place. But for now, I just have a lot of cords here that I keep at home in a drawer. So to the bag, my electronic bag. For my cords, one thing that I do is I use this kind of Velcro. Keeps the mess at a minimum. I like to organize my life and my things by worst case scenario. And worst case scenario is if I don't have a lot of time to look for something or to put something back, what's the best way for it to be organized? Now, for me, it's worse to have to look for things. So if I can save time and just pick one of these up, yes, you have to wrap it back, but worst case scenario in putting it back is I can't wrap it, so I just stuff it in there, which is fine because at least I still know where it's at. And then once I have a minute, whether it's on the plane or when I get to the hotel, I can wrap it back in there. And then I always have like some empty ones to where I can, if I have some extra or whatever, it's probably there's something missing. There's probably a cord around here that's missing. But anyway, I have my iPhone charger cord, my Apple Watch cord, so this is kind of a multi-purpose cord. It's like I think it's a micro USB. You have to have one of these nowadays. I feel like I watch one YouTube video or FaceTime my mom for like 10 minutes and my battery's at 20%. So this is really good to have, like an extra power bank. I have my business card holder, yeah, air card. And this is whenever I'm renting a car, I rent cars a lot. So once I land, I usually go straight to the rental car. And so this is basically just for music. Although I don't think this works as well. And you will find that certain things, you know, have a very limited lifespan. You want to remove those as quickly as possible because you forget that cord doesn't work, and then you're like traveling and your phone's about to die and you don't know where you're going and you're using it for your GPS and you're like, oh gosh. So then this is like a little pouch where I keep my headphones. Keeping your headphones in something, I don't care what it is, I think that is the best way to go. Nowadays they have so many different, and I just kind of stuffed mine in there, to be honest. Again, worst case scenario, I have to pull them apart. How long is that going to take? But I have some Bluetooth headphones and the cord headphones, because when you're on a flight, you still have to use your cord headphones. Anybody use their Bluetooth headphones to listen to in-flight entertainment? And then again, I got this from some trade show. I use this, well, obviously to wipe down my laptop screen, but also whenever I'm using the tray table, sometimes the laptop slides, so I'll just use this as a bit of a grip to keep it from sliding all over the place. Connectors when I'm doing presentations, flashlight, that's always good. And that is pretty much it in that second pocket. And then in the third pocket, I have my laptop charger. So everything I need is in here ready to go. So again, so far, that's 2 bags that I have in here. Third thing is a relatively new addition to the family is my planner. So this is the Happy Planner, and I got it at Joann's, and oh my gosh, this has made such a difference in my life. And what it looks like on the inside. And this could just be me being a bit old school. I like to write things down because I have to take notes in so many different ways, whether it's a meeting, you know, some other type of engagement at work. It's easier for me just to grab this than to try to take notes somewhere. And sometimes when you're in certain settings and you're trying to take notes, it looks a bit rude to pop out your phone. You can say, hey, I'm just taking some notes, but you know, I don't know. I just find this is really great at me being organized. So this goes in as well. So this is what it looks like so far in there. Can you see that? I know, guys, this may seem a bit extreme, but this is just really helps. Like pen, pencil, case holder. I love it. So it has like, got some ink on it. I don't know what happened there, but I love this. Yeah. I don't have a wallet. This is pretty much my wallet. I don't like to have to keep up with a lot of things. So my phone and my wallet are together. I just need to make sure I have one thing. It just limits the amount of things and mess in my head that I have to keep track of. And there's just so much to keep track of nowadays. Let me turn my license around. I have cards here, the little expandable thing on the side. I have like some coins in there, receipts. Yeah, this is the best. And then when I just need to take a photo, I just take it off, or I'll just like slide it to the side. And it also has a protector